Now, lately we've been talking about the dangers of artificial intelligence, from fake videos of celebrities and lawmakers saying things that they would never normally say, to online chatbots who can either do people's work for them or in some cases be programmed to plot the end of humanity. But not all AI is evil or bad.
All right, to help us look at some of these examples of AI making people's lives actually better, we're joined by psychiatrist and best-selling author, Dr. Carol Lieberman. Welcome to both of you. Thanks for joining us on Wake Up America Weekend this morning. Sarah, why don't you jump in first?
Yeah, this topic has interested me a lot now that I'm seeing all these really good developments that are coming from this. I want to start with the story of Michael Bommer from Berlin in Germany. He's a 61-year-old software designer and has recently had to accept that his life is ending after he was diagnosed with fatal colon cancer. Now, in an effort to help his family, Bommer has now built an AI chatbot that will be able to speak with his memories and his speech patterns to his family. Dr. Lieberman, do you think that this will be an effective tool for his family after he is gone?
Well, I think that AI is not evil, as you were saying, but if it gets in the hands of evil people, it can become evil. Of course, in this example, it can be calming or soothing for his family, but it has its downsides too. For example, if it turns out that it says things that or it answers questions from his family that he didn't want to be answered. I mean, these grief bots, as they're called, program people's words and pictures and so on, and it's supposed to help people with their grief. But if it answers people with the wrong things, saying something that makes the person feel worse, now in this case, it's presumably only things that he puts into it, but the grief bots have ways to also say, to gather other things, and so that's the danger.
That is really interesting.
But isn't the whole point of AI, it almost is able to, based on the data you put in, extrapolate to assume what you would say next, because based on all your patterns and so on, almost like the way they figure out what you want to buy next, like on all these different, you buy stuff, they look at your pattern and say, oh, you'd probably like this product. So let's move on to the story of Lexi Bogan, though, a 21-year-old woman. She recently had a life-threatening tumor removed near the back of her brain. Now, during recovery, she learned she lost her speech. Now, in April, she was able to speak again using her own voice through an AI phone app. Now, that's pretty incredible. Jake, how did they make this work?
Yeah, well, this is, essentially a tool very similar to what we're, dealing with every day, where you can kind of just type in a message very similar to kind of how Siri functions, and it'll replace with a voice, it'll come out on the other end. So this is actually a very common, easy use case that, really was just standing there waiting after a lot of these big leaps. So this is a very easy tool. And it's something that we hopefully will see a lot more of. This is something that is objectively life enhancing for someone who's had a great deal of hardship.
Certainly, and I think we can see her there speaking on the visuals. Let's actually hear some of what this young lady had to say.
It feels amazing to have, like, a little friend in your back pocket that you can just pull out and have it talk for you.
It feels amazing to get my voice back, because almost like a part of my identity was taken away when I lost my voice.
Yeah,
that is really incredible, and I love seeing these developments and make people's lives so much better. But finally, to both of you, I want to talk about a case of Noland Arbau. Now, back in 2016, was paralyzed from the neck down in an accident at a camp. Last year, he volunteered for a new procedure from Elon Musk's Neuralink, which put implants in his head that allows him to control his computer just by thinking. This is insane to me. I don't understand how it works. Dr. Lieberman, what kind of effect will this sort of advance have on a patient's recovery?
Yes, so far this seems to really be helping him because it started to not work. There were some problems with it. I mean, he's the first patient that they've tried it on. And when it started not to work and he was faced with that possibility that he would lose this, he was really devastated. So it shows that this, it doesn't fix his spinal cord injury. It doesn't fix the physical issues, but it gives him more opportunities in life.
We have to leave it there. Dr. Carol Lieberman, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.